If you are the Mets and you approach Stroman's camp with an extension, what do you think that looks like?
Well, and remember, too, he didn't even pitch in 2020, so there's a little uncertainty about 2021. And now what he's done is he's delivered. And I think that's the one thing. You see guys that are getting paid, starting pitchers, they get paid at the upper echelon when they're number 2 type starters, number 3 type starters. And they're having a good, what we call free agent type season. Now, these are a couple of guys that didn't really have great seasons going into their free agency, but they still got pretty good money. Madison Bumgarner, had some injuries there with the Giants. Of course, he had the World Series rings to go. But Zack Wheeler is the one that I think is the most relevant there because, yeah, he's high velocity, but he did not have a great free agent year going into his free agency year, and his number is 5 at 118. I think Marcus easily gets in that range, a 5-year deal for 118 or so, somewhere in that range. They're all right around the same age as they got to free agency, right around 30 years old. So I think with Stroman, if he keeps pitching the way he is, he might surpass what Wheeler got. That's how impressive he's been.
Wow. So as I said earlier, we showed the numbers, and Stroman doesn't strike guys out like Wheeler does. He doesn't have the 100-mile-an-hour fastball that Wheeler does. Rec, would you give him Wheeler money despite that?
If we were talking 5 for 118, I would certainly consider it. That would be close to what I would max out with Marcus Stroman. And the reason I say that is not to take anything away from him. He's been great. I just said he's been great. And I love what he brings to this team. And he's been durable, something that this team apparently may need long term. But when you start to think about some of the other contracts that they have, whether they're going to extend DeGrom, whether they're going to go out, extend Conforto or keep Conforto, if they're going to bring Noah back, if they have Cano's contract coming back, there's so many things to think about with this team as far as it relates to money. I can't, in my mind, I can't wrap my head around, guaranteeing him more than 25 plus for, 5+ years. That's too much for me. If it is that 5 for 118, that does fall a little bit short of that. That would have me at least thinking about it pretty seriously.